Satnam, everyone. Good morning to you. Today, I want to share with you a meditation that can really help when you are stuck in overwhelm, if you are in negative thought patterns, if you have spiraling thoughts, if you do not know what it is that you need to do, if you lack trust in yourself or in life, and that you notice that you try to make a decision and you ping pong between, do I do this or do I do that? So in the Kundalini yoga tradition, we talk about the functional mind, and the functional mind has the positive, the negative, and the neutral mind. And it's the neutral mind that we need to develop in order to be able to make a decision within 9 seconds. And also to be able to rise above a situation and see a bird's eye view and to be able to know what it is that we need to do. The neutral mind is relating very much to our heart and also our intuition. So it allows us to access compassion. It allows us to move out of the drama and to meet other people and offer our support, but from a place of steadiness. And in order for us to really know what it is that we need to do in each moment and really being able to trust that guidance. So often we are stuck in the polarity of the functional mind, which is the negative and the positive mind. And we can just ping pong between the two. If we have a decision that we need to make and the neutral mind isn't strong, then we can be in doubt. We can be in negativity of like, well, this might happen. If I do that, that might go wrong. And then you might ping pong to the other side and be like, yeah, but then, this is a really good opportunity for me. And then you might ping pong back to the negative mind and you get stuck between these two parts of the mind. And what the neutral mind helps us to do then is to rise above all of that so that you are able to connect with the intuition and the guidance, and you get the clarity of like, okay, this is the action that I need to take. And when the neutral mind is really developed, then, as I said earlier, we are able to make a decision within 9 seconds. We just know what it is that we need to do. And that really helps us in our life to be able to make the right decisions. But the neutral mind holds us steady so that we are not in that overwhelm. We're not in those spiraling thoughts. We're just steady. We're in the heart space. There's no drama in the heart space. There's just a sense of harmony, and there's a sense of knowing, and there's a sense of clarity. So in this day and age where there is so much information that is coming to us, we need to be able to develop the neutral mind and the energy of the heart as our guide, rather than trying to figure things out from the limited mind. So this is a really simple meditation which I'm going to teach you. But first of all, with every Kundalini yoga meditation and practice that we do from this lineage, we always tune in with a mantra, which is Ong Namo Guru Dev Namo. And this mantra just means I bow to this wisdom in myself. When we sit down and do a Kundalini practice, we want to create a sacred space. We want to build the energy in that space every single day so that when we sit down, we are supported by that energy. And because our minds are so busy and we've got so much going on, we want to enter into that neutral space. So when we tune in with Ong Namo, Guru Dev Namo, what we're doing is that we are putting our ego personality to the side. We are then creating a golden thread to our higher consciousness where we can then connect with that energy and bring it down. And we also chant another mantra, Ad Gare Name, and this is a mantra for protection. So when we're opening this sacred space for our practice, we want to put our ego personality to the side, and we also want to create more light in our aura, and we want a protective space so that we can open up. We're not going to have anything interfere in our meditation practice. If you don't know the words, that's okay. See if you can connect more with the resonance or the frequency of the words that we chant, and see if you can feel that through your body and also through your energy field. So you can do this meditation sitting on a chair. And if you're sitting on a chair, just sit with your feet on the ground. So you're not got the legs crossed, both of the feet are touching the floor, and that you've got the back supported, whether that's by cushions or the back of the chair. And then you're going to bring your hands together into prayer pose. So we always start our practice in prayer pose. And when we're practicing, what this mudra does is it brings a sense of balance between the two hemispheres of the brain. So it balances the yin and yang energy, so that masculine, that feminine energy, those two energies coming into balance within ourselves. But it also helps to balance the nervous system, the sympathetic and the parasympathetic, the two sides of the brain. It anchors us, it brings us present. So we don't start with the fingers wide, although this is a beautiful mudra. We want to start with the palms pressed together. And just for a moment, noticing how does that feel? So we're bringing the thumbs into the thymus, sorry, not into the thymus, into the chest, into the lower heart, and rolling the shoulders back and then bringing the palms together. If that's tricky for you, it can be an indication that you drink too much coffee. And so that's just something to reflect upon. If you're sitting on the floor, making sure that you're sitting on a cushion and that your knees are below your hips, so the spine is nice and upright. And we're just going to take a few deep breaths. So drawing the breath all the way down into your belly, into the sides of the ribs, and then all the way up into the chest, and then the clavicle, the collarbone. And as you're inhaling, you're feeling this wave of breath. So it comes from the belly, it comes into the chest, and then all the way up into the collarbone. And then on the exhale, from the collarbone, all the way down to the belly. And I want you just to take a few moments to connect with the breath. So the breath is this powerful tool that we often don't connect with appropriately or effectively. And I want you to slow the breath down. So as you're inhaling, you're filling from the bottom of the lungs all the way to the top, and then create a pause. And then from the top of the lungs all the way down to the bottom, emptying the air out of the lungs and creating another pause. And just begin to notice what happens to your mind and your emotions when you start to slow the breath down. With every exhale, dropping down into your body, just notice yourself arriving here in this moment, in your body, grounded, connected. And then before we start, we want to just call in the energy that we've sent out. So maybe you've had a really busy morning. Maybe you've taken the children to school. Maybe they've had a meltdown, or maybe you've had to deal with something at the bank. You want to just call that energy back in, the conversations that you may have had, the places that you may have gone to, even the energy that you send out when you're sleeping. Just call it all back in. We call this filaments of light, calling that energy in from all directions so that we can be fully present here this morning. And then maybe there's a situation that's dominating your mind, calling your energy back from there. And from all directions, we call the energy in so that we can be fully present here. And now taking a deep inhale and then a deep exhale. So if you don't know the words to the mantras, you're just going to feel the energy, tune into the vibration. If you know the words, joining in with me, inhale to begin. Om Namo Gurudev Namo Om Namo Gurudev Namo Om Namo Gurudev Namo Adgare Name Jigadgare Name Sadgare Name Sri Gurudev Name Adgare Name Jigadgare Name Sadgare Name Sri Gurudev Name Adgare Name Jigadgare Name Sadgare Name Sri Gurudev Name. And then inhale, just hold the breath for a moment, imagining this golden thread from your heart all the way up to your higher consciousness, and imagining that there's light in your aura all around you, protecting you and keeping you safe, containing you. And then exhaling. So just set the intention then to have a steady mind, to feel at peace, to be able to connect with your heart or your intuition, or reducing overwhelm, feeling steady in yourself. Something that feels relevant to you. And then opening your eyes. So this is a very, very simple meditation. We're going to mentally chant the mantra Wa Hey Guru. Wa Hey Guru. Wa Hey Guru. And this mantra is the mantra for our crown chakra. This is the connection with our higher consciousness, with our spirit. This is a portal, the crown chakra, to receive source light into the body. And this mantra relates to this portal, the 1,000-petal lotus that sits on top of the head. We want that to be opening so that we can be crowned by this source energy. We can open to our higher consciousness. And Wahe Guru just means it's the bliss or the ecstasy. So when we are in connection with our truth, and that truth is a state of being that resides within us, it's not an intellectual truth, then we can access that state of bliss or ecstasy, which is our birthright. And whenever you chant a mantra, so Kundalini Yoga uses a lot of mantra, it's a really powerful way of cutting through the mind, balancing the hormones, changing your vibration, and interrupting negative thought patterns. We're going to be chanting this mantra mentally, and we're going to be placing it at our third eye. We want our third eye to be activated. We want that to be working with our heart so that we can really access that intuition and that guidance. So as we're chanting it, we're kind of chanting it in a choppy way. It's wa, hey, gu, ru, wa, hey, gu, ru. But we're going to be doing it mentally. And you're just going to place your hands like a little cup in your lap, if you can see that. So the right hand is over the top and your thumbs are touching. They're just relaxed in your lap. And then you're going to just mentally chant this mantra at the third eye, just in a choppy way. Wa, hey, gu, ru, like a pulse. And then just start to notice what happens to your emotions, to your mind, and to your physical body and to your heart as well. And also, I'm going to be reminding you as we go through this meditation to keep bringing your mind back. You know, we all have a monkey mind. We have 1,000 thoughts, a blink of an eye. That is the nature of the mind. We can't stop it, but we can notice when it goes off and we can bring it back and we can come back into presence. So just relaxing the hands in your lap, right hand over your left, thumbs are touching, taking a deep inhale and then a deep exhale. And then inhaling to begin mentally chanting. The breath will just come naturally. So keep with the mantra, keep bringing it to the third eye. Just feeling that mantra resonating not just at your third eye, but also through your body, the wa, he, gu, ru. but stay with it. Let the breath come naturally, but stay with the mantra. If you notice the mind has gone off to a thought, just bring it back. Wa He Guru. And then you're going to inhale. You're going to hold the breath and then squeeze the muller bands, the muscles of the anus. You're pulling in and up, sexual organs you're pulling up. So, like the pelvic floor, pulling in and up, navel to the spine, visualizing that energy traveling to the top of the head, tongue in the roof of the mouth, circulating that energy to every cell. And then exhaling and relaxing. Just keeping your eyes closed and just allow yourself to sit in the energy that you've just created, noticing what you feel, noticing the effect it has on your mind and your heart. Just noticing the effect it has on your nervous system. So these practices are really simple but powerful to cut through the mind, to change your emotional patterns, particularly if you're feeling in a lot of emotional pain or overwhelm. You come back to these practices again and again. You could do this practice every day for 11 minutes, and you'll start to notice how the way that you feel changes in your life, how that you can access your heart energy so much easier. You can come out of your head, that you just feel steadier in yourself, and that you're able to access that guidance that comes from within because it's always there. We just lose connection with it because we're too much in the negative mind or too many spiraling negative thoughts. So I'm here every Monday doing a meditation or a group healing session. So if you're watching the recording, you can access my group on Facebook, which is helping you to find joy, freedom, and wisdom after grief and trauma. If you're accessing this on YouTube, you can go to that group on the link. And I'm here every Monday morning at 10 o'clock. And you can access the recordings and just to help you with your life. And then reach out if you need extra support, because I'm always here available for you. So let's just now close the space. Whenever we do a Kundalini yoga practice, we always seal the energy with Sat Nam. And Sat Nam just means truth is my identity. That truth, it resides within you. It's a state of being. It's not an intellectual truth. It's a truth that comes through the heart. So let's just inhale to begin. Sa. Sadnam. Sadnam. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Just imagining your body's filled with golden light, and you can send this light out into the world. You can touch other people with your presence, with your heart energy, with your steadiness, with the love of your own being. Satnam, beautiful ones. I really hope that that helps and you have a wonderful day. Sending so much love.